Hey, it's Vincent here from Vincent Games, your untapped source of MTG info, tips and discussion. Is something I say at the beginning of all my videos, but what does that really mean? I've been trying to come up with a kind of goal for these videos, a reason why I do them, more than just to make Magic the Gathering content. I mean, that in itself is a good enough reason, and it's something that I'm enjoying. Just the very act of making these videos and putting them out there for people to watch, and getting the small amount of feedback that I have got is really satisfying. But I want to try and do more to embody that whole message of being a source of information and discussion, to have a channel that's going to add value to someone who is enjoying Magic the Gathering or wants to learn more about the game and try and get better. I really want to convey that message. I want this channel to be all about Magic the Gathering discussion, information, advice, tips for whether it's new players or existing players to essentially get better at the game. One of the biggest focuses for me as a competitive Magic the Gathering player, and I say competitive in the very loosest sense of the word, as I'm not a pro player, I'm not someone who is top-rated at any significant kind of events, but I am someone who enjoys playing Magic on a competitive level. So that's exactly what I mean when I say as a competitive Magic the Gathering player, just to make that bit very clear from the outset. So, as I was saying, one of my goals as someone who enjoys playing Magic the Gathering as competitively as possible is to continuously improve, to always be getting better, and that's something that I think I can potentially help people with. But for a lot of people that play Magic the Gathering, it's not all about winning, it's not all about trying to improve, it is just about playing the game and having fun. But that's not to say that these videos might not be for you. It's not always about improving and grinding and playing and winning and all that stuff. What I really also want to try and do is create a dialogue with these videos, to create something that people can watch and enjoy, and share my experiences with the game. Magic is something that I really love, and I've been playing for probably almost 10 years now. I mean, I've been playing since Lorwyn was in Standard. So the first set that was released when I started playing was Eventide, which was the last of the Lorwyn Shadowmoor block. So if that isn't 10 years, it's approaching 10 years. I don't know exactly when that set came out, so it feels like a long time. I had a little break around sort of Dark Ascension, Avacyn Restored era, as I was a bit disenfranchised with the game, wasn't really enjoying it, so I just kind of stopped completely, went a bit cold turkey, sold a lot of cards. Don't ever do that, it's always a mistake. I sold quite a few cards and then got back into the game shortly after Ravnica block, so I managed to miss out on reprinting of Shocklands, so that was great. Rejoined with Theros, when everyone was moaning about mono black and mono blue, sucking all the fun out of the format, which was an interesting point to re-enter the game, which is where, for me at least, Magic, I mean, net decks and people whining on the internet have existed even when I was playing in Standard in that time. But Magic the Gathering content has really gone through this massive boom in the time that I sort of left and have come back. There are so many big YouTube channels out there, which is really what's encouraged me to start this vlog. People are interested in Magic the Gathering content and they want to see informative and entertaining videos about the game. And I hope that this is something for that niche. I hope this is something that is going to be entertaining and informative for people. So, as this is a vlog, a little bit about myself would be I am married. I've been married for 2 years now, just very recently had my second wedding anniversary. I live in England and I have 2 cats who occasionally appear, if not visibly but audibly, in the videos. Apologies if you hear the occasional meowing or collar in the background of anything that I produce, as I kind of have a free roam of the house and I can't always stop them from wandering about. My favourite decks tend to be burn decks. I know, how boring, you like to burn people, but yeah, that's what I enjoy. It all started when I first got into the game at a more serious level, and by that I mean when I was just getting fed up being beaten by fairies all the time, and I was thinking, what's the quickest way of ending games against my opponents who also happen to be hurting themselves? So I landed on red aggressive deck and kind of just continued to play Demigod of Revenge for as long as I could in Standard. fast forward to today, and I always like to have a burn deck in any format. I have Legacy Burn minus some Price of Progress and the dual lands, obviously, and I have Burn in Modern, and I have aggressive decks in Standard as well at the moment. I could sleeve up Burn if I wish, so I always like to have access to that deck type at any given moment. But my favourite deck of all time has to be Rally the Ancestors. Again, a really unpopular answer, but I really enjoyed the lines that deck offered you. It was an insane deck. It's still seeing play in Frontier, the sort of new format, but not really a format. So yeah, the deck had a lot of different lines. It was very hard to fight without any effective graveyard hate, and I really enjoyed it. Decks I'm playing at the moment are Black White Zombies, and I also have Teemo Marvel sleeved up as well, barring one Ulamog that I need to trade for or buy at some point. Black White Zombies I've had some recent success with a Games Day, local Games Day, won every match that I played with that. The deck seems really powerful, Zombies is very good. With Crypt Breaker and the cards that White give you, I think it's got a lot of potential, so really enjoying Zombies at the moment. But as for moving forward, there are plenty of ideas that I have for more videos. This little sort of vlog setup is something that's going to be a bit of a more regular feature, very much more relaxed, very chilled, kind of just what I've been doing in Magic, how I've been practicing getting better, with a view that hopefully there is something that you can get out of that as well, something that you can take away from this to maybe either improve how you're playing, or even just the enjoyment of the vlogs themselves, seeing other people play Magic the Gathering and that sort of thing. So hopefully you like this video. If there's any ideas you have for this sort of thing, or any other video content that you'd like to see, then please do leave a comment below. I'm really open to ideas. I want to hear what people want to see and what they want to watch, to really kind of make sure that my videos are on point and relevant to what people want to listen to. Not only that, I want these videos to be continuously getting better as well. So if there's any feedback you have, then by all means, please do share that below. As well as my channel, I also help to run a podcast, glimmerofgenius.podbean.com, the link for which can be found in the description box below, as well as on the screen. So if you're interested in hearing even more Magic the Gathering content, then give that a listen. It's all the latest MTG discussion right in your ear. But that's enough from me for now. If you enjoyed this video, then consider subscribing so you don't miss out on any future episodes. Thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned for more.